fools." Maleficent tightened her grip on her staff. The green sphere on the end began to glow. "I will use fire, smoke, and rhyme. Those meddlesome fairies thought they could keep their darling Rose hidden from me. They thought they could keep her safe. But I know the king and queen have their precious princess within their castle at this very moment." Maleficent stormed to her fireplace. "I shall use fire," she cried as she slammed her staff soundly on the stone floor. Her castle rumbled as a large blaze appeared in her fireplace, followed by a matching fire in Princess Aurora's chamber. Through the flames, Maleficent could see Aurora crying. "Poor dear, she doesn't know she's betrothed to her one true love." "All the better. Now I shall use rhyme," Maleficent declared, extinguishing the fire and closing her eyes as the words of her dark spell swirled through her thoughts. "Bring me to their cherished rose, and bring this chapter to a close. By smoke, by fire, and by night, touch the spindle I shall ignite. Sleep will come to their fair rose, forever trapped in her repose." A tiny wisp of smoke curled ominously from Aurora's fireplace. Maleficent's yellow eyes contrasted brilliantly with the fireplace's darkness as she transported herself to King Stephen's castle. "Enchant the rose with burning light. No fear, no sorrow, no flight from fright. Let her follow without despair, so she may slumber forever without care." An odious green orb appeared in the princess's room, casting an unearthly green glow on the girl's pale face as she rose from her vanity. The luminescent sphere danced before her eyes, bewitching her to follow it through an enchanted passageway Maleficent had conjured in the fireplace. The spellbound princess followed the orb up a cold, dark stairway with an archway that eerily resembled a tombstone. Maleficent heard the troublesome good fairies calling their rose's name. With a flick of her hand, she closed off the passageway, leaving the good fairies behind. Higher and higher Aurora climbed, until she reached the tallest tower in the castle. The dark fairy transformed the malignant glowing ball into a spinning wheel. At last, her curse would be complete. As the wheel spins, so does time, unstoppable and divine, weaving my spell of endless sleep. In dreamscape she shall keep. The princess reached for the spindle, but hesitated. A force within her seemed to be struggling against Maleficent's evil spell. "Touch the spindle! Touch it, I say!" Maleficent commanded. Her dark magic prevailed over the poor princess, who reached out and lightly touched the spindle's point. The sharp needle pierced her skin, sending a sickening feeling through her entire body. She felt all the life draining from her as her world went black. The princess fell to the floor at Maleficent's feet, hidden beneath the dark fairy's long robes. At that moment, the three good fairies burst into the room, their little faces filled with fear and worry. Maleficent smirked at the trio. "You poor, simple fools, thinking you could defeat me, the Mistress of All Evil." Finally, she had the Princess Aurora. After all those years, her curse had put their beloved princess to sleep, just as she'd decreed. Their attempts to keep her safe had failed. With a flourish, Maleficent swept her cloak to one side. "Well, here's your precious princess," she added, cackling triumphantly. The three good fairies gasped at the ghastly